known as Europe,
Chicos, este es el evento y el
crowned
activen.
3 brand new FNCS champions, Mongrel, Mitro, and Tayson. They get the axe of champions. Shy, Reese, that region was just such a pleasure and such a joy to watch.
Creo que están
That was
diciendo
an
que
absolute
que
race for
balvin va a
every
sacar
single
un
trio
nuevo
at the top
campeonato y
and
todo
the
eso como
bottom and the
la-
middle as well. Honestly, it was a shake-up till that last game, and that is the best thing to watch when you're looking at grand finals in any region of Fortnite.
Yeah, and you know, it gradually built up as well, because at the start we saw Mongrel, Mitro, and Tayson continually kind of get ahead, and then it just started to slowly get closer and closer and closer. So I'm hoping we're going to see that same level of hype and that kind of build up as this day goes on for NA East as well.
Absolutely, my friends. We've got 6 games of NA East action, and then we will crown champions over here. We're also going to be taking a peek into some of the other regions, but we'll get to that in just a second. First off, let's talk about the overall tournament format and what has led us to this very moment in time. 3 weeks ago, we kicked things off with open rounds. From there, the top 15 trios moved on to heats. Now, there was 4 different heats going on at the same time, and from there, the top 8 trios moved on to grand finals. That led us to yesterday, where a wild card match went down. The trio that got the Victory Royale jumped in to grand finals and joined the other 32 trios that were already there and waiting for them. 6 games happened yesterday, and now we are back to end it all. 6 games on the line. And at the end of this, a brand new FNCS champion. Shy, do you still have energy? Are you still with me?
Yes, absolutely. We're lit and we're live right now. The Axe of Champions is also what these guys will get for getting that big win at the end of the day. Today, that wildcard match team is also active for day number 2. We will see what the combined efforts of all these trios will actually amount to in the games that we have. 33 trios, 6 more games in NA East. It's about to be insane.
Absolutely, and here is a look at your breakdown of the formats. We got the Victory Royale. We're 25 points. Remember, there's 33 trios facing off. So around half, or making it a top 17, will get you into at least a point. Then every elimination is worth 1 point as well. You know, Reese, right now we're looking at Day, Miro, and Reverse 2K. Their average placement is about 4, and average elim is about 7, a little higher than that. These guys have a pretty strong lead.
Bro, ya volví, ¿qué es
average
esto?
Placement of 4 is insane. The best placement was 3rd, and their worst was 6th. So extremely consistent. And you know, looking at the finals format that we have here, I kind of always talk about the balance. These guys don't have a Victory Royale out of 6 games, yet they're first. And the team in second, which is the Exit trio, has 2 Victory Royales. And it just shows that, you know, you do need to pick up a lot of consistent placements, a lot of eliminations, and the Victory Royale is obviously very important, but you have to be doing all of the 3 to ensure they're actually consistently up there in that first place slot.
We'll have to see. Now, of course, landing that first place spot, you can see here is a breakdown of your total prize pool. But not only the money, we're talking recognition, we're talking clout, we're talking the Axe of Champions, an axe, a pickaxe that they will be able to hold in game to show everyone else in their respective lobby, hey, I am a champion. What's up? I like to see it. We're gonna get ready to hop into games in just a little bit, but there's a couple more things we want to break down here on the analyst desk. First off, if you're watching over in Party Royale, what's up, guys? Hey, everybody. Hey, don't forget to use your favorite emotes. Throw the paints, the tomatoes. Use the grapplers. Just bounce all over the place. We're going to have a good time. All right. Now, I did mention the other regions going on. We have our winners from Middle East, so we could take a look together because it is time to crown another trio as FNCS champions. Congratulations, Vagnar, Lexpro, Dexafite, 202 total points, 2 total Victory Royales, and 49 eliminations.
And the last game in Middle East was insane. Before this, Vagnar Pro and Dexafite were 4 points down to Sudor, Mev, and Epic Nile. They actually tied at 202 points. The fact that they had 2 victory royales got them the overall win in the Middle East. You can see it happen right there. That last game, there were so many teams that were tied side by side. Helon's team actually gets above Lozer, Aziz, and Meta B. After that, 2 Speedy, Hype, and 7-Man. These guys also elevate themselves all the way up into 5th place. It was a complete Game 12 shakeup. And you guys have to go back to watch this region if you're at home watching or in Party Royale for one of the most insane runs we've ever seen in Fortnite.
That is absolutely incredible. I'm kind of mind blown here. You know, every single elimination matters. Every single victory royale matters. The difference between those 1 eliminations and having the 2 victory royales over none has taken that 1st place slot. And obviously that's a lot of prize money that they take and claim to get that #1 spot. But moving on to our next layer of the leaderboards, 6th down to 10th here we see Spy this year and Toby. Big names for this region and obviously performing very, very well here. 163 points and 4.5k earned.
So well earned, so well fought from the region. Once again, congratulations to the new champions coming out of the Middle East. Now, we have to turn our attention back to NA East because that's the games we're going to be taking a look at today. We have our standings, so let's get a refresher on what kind of went down yesterday. I kind of touched on it at the very beginning. We got Reverse 2K, Day, and Miro. They're holding strong up in that first place spot. Now, if you missed the action in Europe, we saw something similar happen from Tayson, Mongrel, and Mitro, but they ended up holding on strong all the way till the very end of the competition. Now, Shy Wager, my question to you would be, do you think Day, Miro, and Reverse 2K can do that? We have 6 more matches. Are they a Day 2 team?
Can they do it? Yes. Will they, and are they a Day 2 team is a question I might not be able to answer. I can give my opinion of it though. Absolutely, because in NA East, there's lots of variance on who can actually win. There's so many different teams, so many different types of zones that other teams are good at. And if there's one person that's different getting the victory royale all the time, 2nd place can stay consistent. And Reverse 2K, Day, and Miro are so good at landing 2nd every single game with double-digit elims every time.
Yeah, and you know, one thing that we haven't really picked up on about the TNA trio is that during the qualifiers and the heats, now into the grand finals, these guys have changed drop spots pretty much every single qualifier. So these guys are not only consistent in their placements week to week, they're wherever they land, they're doing good. So I don't really see today in any reason being different. You know, it's the same as yesterday. I'm pretty sure these teams are just going to be very consistent all the way through.
That's right. Remember, we had 5 or 6 victory royales, that did take place yesterday. We're going to relive those moments, reset the stage for you. Shy Wager, Reese will talk us through what they watched, what they've seen, and what they expect coming into today's finals.
Yep, and we've all seen it before. Insane games that start all the way in game #1. It was Aspect, Enfen, and Zuni's taking control of the entire lobby and stamping their slot at being a top 10 team in NA East Day 1.
Yeah, and they're currently in our 4th place team. They got 12 eliminations this game, sorry. But moving on to game #2 was taken by the XZ trio, who picked up a total of 2 victory royales throughout the day. So this is the first of 2 that you will see. These guys are known to be a fantastic low ground team, consistently popping off and picking up a massive pump there on P-God.
Hey, you're talking about 2. You got you forgot to mention the back-to-back that it was, because it was actually game 3 that these guys picked up. Night on the low ground. We called it yesterday. It was kind of like a night show. Definitely in the nighttime. And a huge shockwave play happened just 15 seconds before Night's POV right now. Aspect tried to survive, but it was not possible. They also had a good game, but then XZ trio wrapped it up.
Yeah, and game 4 was taken by our Heat 3 winner. Now, Heat 3 winner, if you didn't check into our Heat stream or didn't know anything about the Heats before this team won 6 of the 12 games in the Heat. So these guys are very, very capable of performing very well in this high level of lobby, and they showed that in this game by picking up the victory royale as well.
Absolutely. After that, we had Bucky, Creo, and Kanata raining down shots. Creo going down into a box where Mikey and Mega were popping off. They picked up a very fast win.
They did in our last game. Game 6 was taken by our Season X FNCS champions all the way back in Chapter 1. Zexro, Calc, and Max. These guys performed that last game, kind of bringing it back. Over the day, they were just getting better and better. And I wonder if they're going to continue that into today. Are they just going to keep going on an upward spiral?
Yeah, Sundown had this analogy of like doors in the EU, right? The doors opening and closing. I thought the door was closed for our, previous season X champions, but that last game kind of showed me there's still a crack of light kind of coming in, and these guys want to push through. So let's see if that's possible for these guys. A game 6 win is really good for momentum going into day 2.
And I gotta feel like there's just so many big names, right? So many big trios here. We're talking Day, Miro, Reverse 2K. We've got the Exit trio, Commandment, Scented, Edgy, Aspect, Zooties, Endpen, Slacks, Acorn, Jock, right? This list just keeps going and going and going. So my question to you guys would be, how do we think that this possibly can unfold, right? Because there's all of these massive trios, right? For example, even World Champion Booga, Avery, and Jamper, right? Like, all of these guys are going to come slamming into each other in these final end games. And with 6 matches to go, this could literally go any which way. We could watch a different trio win every single game. Because, like, kind of what you touched on, Reese, was like Slacks, Acorn, and Jock, right? Like, when you're winning 50%, 6 whole matches of 12, if you could do that today, who can stop you?
Yeah, and I think this is really possible. We've seen pretty much a complete spread of victory royales for day 1. Day 2 could be dominated. There were some teams who didn't show up too well, like Zayt, Saf, and Stretch. These guys are known for picking up a ton of victory royales and being really, really dominant. Didn't show up too much on day 1, but this could be their day. These guys could easily pick up 3 of 6 victory royales, no problem. And there's a lot of teams in this lobby who are capable of having a performance like that. So we really could see anything. We could see big victory royales and big numbers from a kind of 1 or 2 teams, or they could be completely spread out. Teams could be consistent. The whole leaderboard could be close. I'm kind of hoping for that, so there's a lot more hype built up, into that last game. Everything's tense. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Nice. I mean, when it comes to Zeke's question of what do you think, my hot take one-liner is what to think, because there's nothing we could actually come up with to predict how the things will go today. In game, it'll be some next level play we haven't seen, like Hen, solo clutching against a trio, and Thomas HD on low ground from EU. It'll be absolutely insane today.
Oh man, the hype is building. We hope you guys are just as excited as we are with 6 games on deck here in NA East. Now, gentlemen, we did make some predictions. We talked about which trios we all believed would walk away the new FNCS champion. So we're going to talk through some of this. Now, Monster Deface went with Zayt, Saf, and Stretch. But, Shy, you kind of talked about it. These guys, they didn't have the day 1 performance we kind of expected.
They're just trying to make it interesting, right? They're just trying to say, hey, let's make things a little more even. We'll take the harder route. That's kind of my headcanon for this trio. Aussie picking the XET trio. They're looking really, really good today. We'll see if they can bring it back, hold up all the way to first against TNA. They had a few clashes in a few games, and these are 2 trios really trying to control the game in their own ways. We'll see if it's possible. Bucky, Creo, Kanata. These guys always looking good fast out the gate. Not the expected first or second place performance that I think everyone was looking for from day number 1, but if there's a team that can learn, adapt, and then overcome, it has to be this one. I feel like they might even take away the whole competition today. Reese, what about you?
I got Scented, Edgy, and Commandment. These guys have been dominant since forever. I wasn't going to give you an exact, but since forever, since their days back west, these guys have been so good all of the time, and today's been no different. And yesterday's 6 games, they started off really, really hot.
Chicos, es que el evento y el balvin creo que no es, ¿no? Rapo. That's it. Mira, será Polo el día del juicio, mira. Kelme, bro, ¿por qué te había sido? Bro.
Sorry, es que Martín no me dejaba unirme, tuve que abandonar y ahí me dejó.
Ah, dale.
Se unió a Martín Gameplay, la rata.
Martín, ¿te compraste ese baile?
Me lo regalaron.
¿Quién te regaló?
Me lo regaló
¿Yo?
un amigo que se llama Pasportillo.
¿Qué te regaló el pasportillo?
Este baile.
Ya.
Bro, Martín.
¿Cuál, hermano? ¿Arriba?
Martín, 2009.
¿Qué pasó?
¿Me puedes regalar ese pico, por favor?
No te lo voy a regalar nada, bro.
Y cuando me recarguen pavos. Que me las van a recargar, tipo. Me van a dar 1000 pavos. Cuando sea nivel 100 en la cuenta de Fercam.
¿Qué le me estás jugando o qué?
No, estoy viendo el evento.
Ah, yo ya me aburrí. Ya me harté de esas personas que están hablando.
Bro, Martín.
Sí, mejor.
Martín.
Es que empezó una cosa muy bacán.
¿Vamos a jugar?
Empezaron como a salir como cosas de la tierra y empezaron a bailar por personaje.
Dale.
Y empezó a...
Martín.
¿Qué?
Pero bro, si me regalas eso, porque ya se va a ir. Te doy algo de lo que quieras, 800 de 1000. Lo que quieras cuando me recargue pavos.
Pero
que va a
si
ser
sigues
cuando sea nivel
insistiendo
100.
será peor.
Bro,
Pero tío.
tú nunca me das nada, bro.
Martín,
Dice que es mi
si me
favorito.
regalas la bombardera pura o algo así, algo épico, te lo debo un personaje épico.
Y yo te doy un código de pico Minty.
No me importa.
¿No tení?
Sí, bro, ahorita lo tengo acá.
Yo te regalo algo, pero miércoles.
No, bro. A ver, ahorita, bro. No.
No, sé que mañana te lo regalo.
Pero si te van a cargar babos el miércoles. O le pides mañana.
No, puede ser que puede ser mañana, el martes o el miércoles.
O mejor dame tú, Martín. Te doy un pico.
Yo quiero gráficamente.
Yo también, pero bueno.
Bueno, ya.
Bro, tú tienes como 5000 pavos. Y no me lo das, bro. Y yo tengo un código de pico Minty. Es que, bro, yo me lo puedo reclamar. Bro, Martín.
Bro, tío,
Apura.
para de sentirme. Te para de insistirme, en serio, bro.
Pero te estoy diciendo la verdad.
Martín, expúlsalo.
Martín, si me pides una vez más que te regale algo, ya te expulso.
Bueno, entonces no le doy a nadie el código del pico Minty.
Bueno, no me importa, además yo ya tengo la guadaña y con eso ya me basta.
Bueno, Flax, me das algo el martes o el miércoles, ¿ok?
Sí, no, en realidad.
Qué menú, ¿no? Es un maldito.
¿Se llama líder?
Es que recuerda que a mí me va a
Es
ir
que quiero
bien.
poner algo.
Ah, dale.
Y te accedeno. Y ahí está.
No, tío Arena, no, que es que yo ya tengo 2000 puntos y no quiero perderlos, bro.
Entonces, ¿cómo tú pones ya?
Sí.
Te accedo al tiro.
Vale. Ah, la skin. ¿Por qué me puse esta?
Quiero que yo también me cambie de skin.
Me pondré la skin más fea de los números.
Yo pongo el Barney.
Yo me pongo el comodín salvaje.
Me voy a poner otaku, ¿ya?
Dale, pongamos atakus.
Pero yo construyo mucho mejor y soy muy bueno, otaku. Eso sí, tengo días que no me puedo poner otaku.
Bro,
Me ha dado. ¿Qué?
código Excel en la tienda.
Exa. No, yo tengo código Robles.
En serio, el peor código del mundo. Nah, mentira.
Es mejor, ¿qué te pasa? Ah, todavía no pongo listo.
Yo tengo un código de creador que es Martín.
La voy a sacar de otro youtuber.
¿Dónde vamos?
No sé.
Ahora sí con...
Tío, ya, pues este es mío. Puta la wea.
Vamos,
¿No, señorío?
Vamos, bueno. ¿En serio te encanta, señorío?
Sí, porque hay cada todo el lobby y quiero festival de kills.
Ya sabes mi casa. Mierda. Se fue el internet ahora. ¿Aló?
Hola, bro.
Hola.
Bro, te escucho como zombie.
Sí, porque soy zombie.
Bro, Martín, ¿me ayudas a subir el nivel 100, por favor? Bro, me faltan solo 19 niveles. O por lo menos al 90.
Me tiene que matar el del campo.
Pero y el flag.
Se le fue el internet. ¿Cuándo se podrá conseguir la skin de Mida Sombrío?
No sé, yo creo que con desafíos no hay mandamiento ya. O tal vez nunca la pongan en una tienda. Si mañana no sale es que nunca la van a poner en una tienda. Bro, me falta poco para que venga.
Buenas días.
Dame arma mítica. Dame arma mítica.
armas, tío. Bro, chicos, aquí es que me equivoqué de título, ¿vale? Este video se borra.